All right, so welcome everyone. As I already explained, today we are going to dive into the next part of our session. Today we'll be able to discuss what is called Markdown. We are going to discuss what is called, how to, set up your GitHub profile and other stuff. But before that, I want you to all visit this, use your phone to go to this QR code or visit this website, www.menti.com, and use this QR code to assess that. So this is the site, and so the first thing is many people are joining, and when you join, you just ask question: how can I submit this? How can I haven't seen my email, I haven't seen my my name and other stuff. So for those people that just join, just to let you know that our applications for RODS 3.0 has been closed, and you can join our session and learn, but literally we cannot keep admitting new people while we already finished something. So our experience will lag. We will have more people joining, and they are dragging us back. So for any person that just joined recently, you can join our session and learn, but our application has been closed. Another thing is I want to find from our some of us still are having issue with the registration. So this is something that I just said. If you have any issue with the registration, just show me. So yeah, so we have one person here that still have issue with the registration. For people that just join, please can you use your QR code to scan this and come here and vote. You can see, you can join us at this Mentimeter. You can see, use this code. Visit this website, menti.com, and use this code, and select the one option that you have. So we can see a lot of people right now. We have 24 people. They don't have issue with the registration. All things looks good, I think. But I have about 92 people, and some of you are not actually participating. Can we do participate so that we can receive best feedback on how we can improve? Use this QR code or visit menti.com and use this code. Okay, so I think everyone more or less like we haven't but then I want to grab these. Have you installed Conda Anaconda and it is recognized? Yeah, so mind you, I'm receiving this feedback to make sure that we should know who is having problems. So from here I can see that mostly all people, we can see all the people here. We have 27 people. They have installed Conda Anaconda and it is recognized in their terminal. So this is pretty good. We can see that, yes, we are good to go. We need to dive in and start move to the fight and at the full force, because we can see a lot of people experience, is yes. Everyone is yes, right? We can see that 3 people, everyone is yes. So only 2 people, they haven't installed Conda Anaconda. So for those people, 2 people here that we have that are yet to install Anaconda or is not recognized, please do visit our RODS office, or clinic, so that we can help you to set up your Anaconda or Conda. All right. Another thing is, have you installed VS Code? Yeah, we still have 2 people that are yet to install their VS Code. So from tomorrow, you cannot even follow us if you don't have VS Code installed. So do let us know why you haven't installed. So we have 4 people, they haven't installed VS Code. So why? Okay, why are you yet to install? So somebody is asking to display the PR code. Yeah, this is the QR code if you want. So type in the chat why you haven't installed VS Code. So yeah, so we still have 12 people, but let me move on. What about the Git? Have you installed Git and GitHub? So majority of the teams, I can see 44 people, they have already installed Git, right? So this is cool. We can see that majority of the teams, yeah. So okay. So somebody is saying, I got a system today, that is the reason. So that's your, things that you should take care of. As I said, make sure from this week you have everything installed. We will not come back if you have any issue, and you cannot learn if you have all those issues. So another thing is we ask you to, create GitHub and Medium. So the purpose of GitHub and Medium is for you to write what you have learned and also share your experience with other people, right? So everyone is supposed to write Medium blog posts about one or thing since he learned or his experience. But also we have GitHub assignment, right, that we already gave. So if you remember, if we come to our repository here, this is our assignment. So this is the first assignment on GitHub Medium. So if we come here, getting started with Medium, so you can see this assignment will help you to develop writing skills while sharing learning journey. So our Medium blog post is something that you will consistently be tweeting along the way while you are learning. It's not like one-off. So if today you learn something, even if it is not from RODS, go and write it in Medium. The point is this: when you are applying for scholarship, for example, master or something like that, when you put it in your profile, this is my Medium blog post. I, as a supervisor, I can visit that Medium blog. I can see, oh, this is a good student. Look at what he's writing. Oh, definitely I'm gonna recruit this one. So you can see people want to see what you can do. No longer in computing, it's not something now you put your CV like I do this code. No, what can you give out? What can you tell us what you have done? So this is something serve as your virtual CV of your learning experience. So this is something great that you try to, as much as possible, to whatever you learn, try to convey. And one key thing is when you try to write something, even if you don't understand it correctly, while trying to write it, you will understand much better, right? So you increase your understand. So that's the Medium blog post. And, we already shared a link, Google link, where you can write your link for the Medium blog post. We also have a GitHub assignment. So for the GitHub assignment, this is it. It allows you to create GitHub profile, GitHub account, create branch, another stuff. And we also have another one. So these are all the assignment we expect you to do. Yeah. That's the thing about the assignment. So try as much as possible to see that. So we can see now about 14 people they are yet to submit. So we'll track people progress within the assignment we give. So all the assignment that will be given in the next is you will be seeing your assignment here. So you can see now you have another assignment that we'll give today at the end of today's session. All right. So yeah, we have 40 people, 14 people. So okay. So have you followed your fellows on GitHub and Medium? So yeah, so this is it. This is it. So the purpose of this is now when you create your GitHub profile, we already asked you, please do share your GitHub profile and Medium on RO Data Science channel. Why is this? So the main idea is this. So for example, if this is my profile, RODS, my profile, you can see me. So you can see we can follow each other's, for example, let me share my GitHub profile. You can try to do that. You can follow me. You can see we can follow people. I have 104 followers and some people, and I'm following about 152. So the purpose of this is to show that when people are following you on, you are following people, it means you are active in the data science community. You are doing something great. People are finding and following you. So that's the essence of that. And if the person I'm following and he writes something new in his GitHub, I will be able to see it. Just like where you see in Facebook and Twitter. So that's the purpose of that. Do share your GitHub profile. Do share your Medium blog post in the channel, and people should go and follow you. If you have not done so, please do share your GitHub profile right now in the Medium, in our Telegram channel, where we say Medium and GitHub, and also your Medium profile. So this is, for example, my own profile. You can come here and say follow and follow me. You see follow, something like that, follow and follow me. So this is the main idea. Also, if you go to Medium, in the Medium as well, you can follow other people. So if this is, for example, my Medium blog post, and this is my profile, you can see profile, right? So you can see somebody has followers, about 64 followers. I'm not doing Medium blog posts, but so you can follow each other. So the more people you follow you, the more popular and something like that. So this is the essence why we said you should share your GitHub profile on that. So if you have not done so, please do share your GitHub profile right now before or at the end of this session in the chat meet in the Telegram channel, so that other people will follow. We can see, we have only 19 people that follow some of the members. All right. So do you have any issue or any type? So we can see many people say, no. Yes, I cannot set up WSL. Okay, visit our RODS clinic that I have attended all classes. One of it joined late. However, I can't see my name on attendance. All right, so this one has issue with attendance. So maybe it's not that you join all the session. Is that, are you admitted into RODS? That's the problem. I can't install WS. Okay, we take care of this. All installation done. How to submit assignment via GitHub and Medium. So how to submit assignment? If you are a fellow, you would have received an email on a Google form where you will submit the link of your Medium and the GitHub. That is it. I have only an issue setting up Conda. Okay, I have submitted the GitHub link. Okay, some codes are challenging, including colon. Okay, right. So we will look at all these issues you have and we'll take care of that. Yeah, can we use terminal in our VS Code? Another thing is, okay, so let me stop here and let's just get started with today's session, and we can come back and continue with these questions and icebreaker after we go. All right, so what is today? What we're gonna discuss today is this. We're gonna discuss what is Markdown and GitHub profile and this week and VS Code. So let's dive in. What is that? Okay, so for today's session, if you have this link, you'll be able to see the lesson we'll cover today. So this is the lesson we'll cover today, Markdown. If we do Markdown today, we'll cover, for example, custom profile, and tomorrow we'll cover this one, VS Code and this one. So let's go on to Markdown. So if you click this one here, this is what we are going to cover, Markdown. But before that, I already asked you, everyone, to create your GitHub profile or GitHub repository. If you haven't done so, let me try to create one so that we show how to use GitHub Markdown. So for me to create my account, new repository here, and then I can say, okay, this I'm the owner, and what am I going to show you in this repository? Markdown lining, right? Markdown lining. This repo is to show how to use Markdown. Now this is public, and then I can say, okay, yes, add README, and then yeah, I can see everything okay, and then I can create my GitHub repository. Yeah. So we good. We create our GitHub repository right now. It's called Markdown Learning, right? But what I want to show you is one thing. What is that? If you, oh no, not this one. What I want to show you is, as we start learning data science, we'll be writing something here. You can see something, table of content, you can see all of these, but this is not the way you write you write in Microsoft. This is not the way you write anywhere. The way we write on GitHub is what we call Markdown. So today class will be able to cover what is Markdown. How can you write Markdown? You can see you write table. In Microsoft Word, you need to click something, a write table, how many rows, how many columns, and all those stuff. But you cannot be able to use that in your journey to data science. So today, purpose of this class is for us to show you how you can do what is called Markdown. So this is it. So you can see this is a beginner tutorial to show you how to use Markdown. So what is Markdown? Is widely used writing format text on web, and also software development, also to write README and other issues. So Markdown is just like the way you use Microsoft Word to write something. Markdown is also another way to write document, but it is not the same as Microsoft and other. It is called what we call markup language. So just like if for example, HTML and other stuff, Markdown is also used to do that. And the advantage of Markdown is that it's simplicity. It's very simple. You can do many other stuff in a way that is simple to write document. portability. When you write something in Markdown, you can port it to any format. For example, you can port it to PDF, you can port it to Microsoft Word, you can port it to many documents, HTML and other. So you can port it. So it's very rich stuff. So today, the purpose for that is for us to introduce how we can use that. The first thing we're gonna use is headings. So I want everyone to open your GitHub repository that you already created, and let's show you something. The first thing we're gonna discuss is how can you create a heading. Let me show you something. You can see this is one star like this, hash. So if I say this is tutorial, and then here I can write something 2, you can see this is 2 level heading. What I write 3? This is 3 level heading. What I write 4? This is 4 level heading. So let's look at this one. I write this. Remember, for you to make changes, you need to click here, commit changes, and then click commit. If you want to write some message while you do these changes, I can write my message here. I added, how many lines do I added? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I added 4 lines in 4 lines, something like this. So I say commit. Can you see that? All right, when I say commit, you can see this is it. And this is the, this is the header. So you can see this one is the title. This one is subtitle. This one is another this one is. So if you remember in Microsoft Word, there is something called level 1, level 2, level 3, how you write something. So this is the something. It's called headings. So if you go here, the heading are created to one or more symbol before you are heading text. The number of 1, you'll determine the size of the heading. So you can see 1 is heading 1 up to heading 6. So when I copy this one here, and then I come to you can see here, I click here, and then I type this, you can see heading 6, let's commit, and then click commit. So you can see the heading 6, you can see this is very small, right? So this is how we type the headings in our Markdown. So this is called Markdown. You can see the extension here is called MD, meaning Markdown. You can see README. The name of the file is what? README. The extension is MD, meaning Markdown. Remember, in Microsoft Word, the extension is .docs. In PDF, the extension is .pdf. But Markdown, the extension of any file that is Markdown, is .md. So yeah, so that's Markdown. Just try it in your GitHub and then see if you have any issue. Okay. Yeah, Markdown, as I said, is a way of writing documents in data science. Normally, we write document in Microsoft Word, right? But when we come to do data science, we'll not be using Microsoft Word. There is an alternative way to write. This way is called Markdown. Just like in Microsoft Word, where you have files with extension .docs, if you have a file called .docs, is Microsoft Word. If you have a file called .pdf, is PDF document. But if you have a file with extension .md, is called Markdown. So today we are learning how to write a Markdown. The first thing I show you is how to write title. To write title is to use this extension. If you write 1, it means you are using header 1. If you use 2, you are using header 2, up to the level you align. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? If you have any question, type in the chat if you are still struggling to understand that. Okay, if that makes, yes.
Does that mean we are going to be using those hashtags every time when we are going to use Markdown during the data science class?
Yes, for only title. So for only title, like you have a title, Yeah, if you are writing, we will discuss more about that. So this is only for header. You remember in Microsoft Word, if you are writing document, you write the heading title, right? Header. For example, this is chapter 1. This is chapter 2, the header. So this is only for header, for heading title. But what about if you want to do some other stuff, such as emphasis? So for example, if I want to make something bullet, so let me go back here. So here is learning how to do headings. So let me show us how to do another thing is emphasis or bullet, bold, how we can bold something. So if you want to bold text, is to write the text and write asterisk before and the end. No. Can you see how many asterisk? 2 asterisks. So when you have 2 asterisks, I now type commit. So let me show you what happened. So this text is bolded. It's different from this text. Let me write this. This third is not bolded. So let's see this, the difference. So you can see the difference is that this is bolded and this is not bolded. The only difference is that if you want to bold a text is to put this asterisk below. Can you see that? What about if you want to italicize a text? So if you want to italicize a text, to put in italic is to do this. Not this asterisk, but look at this. Can you see that? I put this at the beginning and the end. And when I, push this, let me see the change. Can you see my text is, is italicized? That is how you italicize text. This is italicized. Let's see how we can do, which one again? Yeah. Okay, so this is it. So you can see here for italic, you can use 1 star here or 1 star here, and this is they all means italic. But if you use 2 star, it's mean bold. If you use double underscore here, you can see this is longer. It give you bold, right? So this is something that is called Markdown and how you can use that. The font size, okay, please, is it random file, readme file you wrote Markdown? Yeah. The Markdown is okay. So some people are asking question. Remember we all created our readme in the previous assignment, right? The readme. You can see this readme. We all have this readme in our previous assignment that we gave, where we said create a readme file. That is the essence of giving the assignment, because if you haven't done the assignment, you will not understand and you will not follow today's session. So we are editing the readme. Oh, okay, sorry, I'm too fast. All right, okay, I will slow. Yeah, so this is readme file that we already created. Let me show you if you haven't created that one, and you can create it. Go to create new repository, create new, select, you don't need template, choose your name, choose the name of the repository you want to create, maybe learning or RODS. Remember, we create another one. Type anything if you like, make it public, add readme, click here, add readme, then create repository. So this one will create repository. So you can see this is the readme file you created, right? This is it. This is the readme file. So for you to change this readme file, you click this button. So this is what we have been doing. Any question so far? Any question?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Your screen is not showing. You only see your picture.
Oh, hey everyone, can you type? Can you see my screen? Type yes if you can see my screen.
Yes, we can see it.
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay,
Yes,
so
we are
maybe
seeing. Yes, we can see your screen.
okay, so they can see my screen. Maybe you have issue. You can go log out and come back, I think.
Take the process of creating the Markdown learning again.
So now we understand how to create, headings. This is heading. Emphasis. Emphasis, it means to make text to become bold or to italicize it. But we can also do list in Markdown, right? So how can we do list? Please tell me if I'm moving faster. Tell me to stop so that I can,
Sorry, sir. I'm sorry to interrupt you, sir.
Go on. Okay, ask question.
Yes, sir. Let me say, I'm still not following you.
Okay.
How are you editing the README file? Okay. So are we going to tap the pencil button so that we follow you?
Yes. So this is, so the issue is, have you done your assignment for GitHub, creating GitHub repository and README? Have you done that?
Yes, I have done it, but I created the repository online.
This is online. Everyone created a repository online. Everything is online. So to answer your question, this thing like pencil, can you see this thing like pencil? When you click it, it opens the place where you can edit your README. So this is where you click, this pencil. So if you have your README, your GitHub repository, and you want to edit, you click this pencil like, so you can see here. When you click here, you will see the table of content, like table of content what we did. Remember, because this is heading, so it will be giving you table of content. But when you click this pencil, it will open like this. So you can do like this. So let's learn how to create a list. So yeah.
Thank you, sir.
How can you create a list? To create a list, you can use either of this dash or this star or this plus sign. Okay, let's go and see. To create a list, we have two kind of lists: unordered list and ordered list. Okay, so let me do this. This is number 1, number 2. Remember, when I just type enter from my keyboard, it will just put this stuff. The moment you type one of them, I put like this. Can you see that? I say, okay, number 1. Then when you type enter, it will automatically create number 2. Number 2, I type enter, it will automatically create number 3, right? So when you finish this one, let me do another one. You can see here I use this, but let me use star and say number 1. Type enter, number 2. Type enter, number 3. Type enter, right? Let's do plus. Number 1, enter. Number 2, enter. Number 3, enter. Okay, so we create a list. Let's save this one and see what will happen. I click commit and type. Can you see what we have? We have unordered list, just list with this ... So it's immaterial. If you use this or star or plus, it will create what we call unordered. What do you mean by unordered? Meaning a list that is without order, because it's not listed as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's called unordered list, right? So for you to create an ordered list is to do this. But we can also create what we call ordered list. But then, okay, let me show you something again. Let me change this one. What about if I want to create, something nested list? So I can do this like this. You can see I have this nested 1, nested 2, nested 3. Can you see that? I can also do nested here. Nested 1, nested 2, nested 3, right? So let's commit and see what happens. If you commit this one, then you come here, you can see you have a nested. You can see the nested you have different sign with this one, right? So this is how we create what is called unordered list.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Sir,
Yes.
for interrupting you, please. I try to follow you to my system. I type -1, but when I press enter, it's not showing -2 as your own used to do.
Are you doing on which number? No. Number 2, I'm the one that created number 2. This one, number 1, I'm not the one that created numbers here. This is not I'm the one that just created these numbers. Okay. Oh no, these numbers. I'm the one that created this number. It's supposed not to show you. Yeah, I'm the one that created this. I just type, so this is just, to show you how you can create it. But we can create ordered list. So ordered list, can you see that ordered list? Allow me to use numbers. For example, let's say ordered list. So if I want to create ordered list, I can say, okay, 1. First, you can see that first. When I tap enter, it will put 2. I say 2. When I tap enter, it say 3. Can you see that 4? And then when I go there and say, okay, commit. So you can see I have list, my list is ordered. This is called ordered list and it's created using numbers. Okay, so what is the purpose of this? The purpose of this is just to show you how you can create a list in your data science journey. Why am I showing you? Because we will come to where we'll be using data science and you'll be, using Markdown to create a list of items or to write something using Markdown. So this session allow us to learn the basics on how we can use Markdown. And so far, right now, we have learned how we can use headings. We can use many levels of headings. Now we understand how we can emphasize text to bold, italicize. We now understand how we can create a list. Anyone with question?
Yes, sir. Please, in the nested list, in the other nested list, after writing a nested list, if you want to go back to the main list, how can you do it, please?
Go back to the main list. Okay.
Yes.
So let me just delete this one, all of this list. So what we mean, if you want to create a list, this is it. You can say, okay, 1, 2, right? 3. And then here, if I want to create something nested, I can go here. You can see here, I'm not in the same level, right? I move one level to the, I move some level of to the, I'm not creating in the same level. I move my cursor. Can you see my cursor where it's clicking? And now I tap, okay, nested 1.
Yes.
Nested 2. Can you see that? So here also you can see I move my, I remove this one, I delete this, I move my cursor somewhere, inside, not to be there. So I can say nested 1, nested 2. So you can see that one, right? That is to list unordered, meaning you don't have order, but you can have ordered list. How can you order list? We remember in Microsoft Word, if we want to make a list, we can type number 1, number 2, number 3. So in Markdown, what you need to do is to, write something like this. Is to actually use numbers, for example, as I said, to do something like this. Number 1, to type 1, you do like 1, put this, and then put space. Can you see how I do 1, full stop? Then you can see 1. So the moment you type enter, it will just recognize it's going to be number 2. You type, it will just recognize it's going to be number 3. Let me come back. Type 1, full stop, and push shift. You say 1, 2, 3. You see that? And when you commit your message, you'll be able to see that, yes, you create a list. You can see that. Anyone with question? Yes, yeah.
Yes, I have questions, sir. Please,
Okay, go
when
on.
you click on the ordered list, other list? Does it always come in the normal numerical? Can't we have it in Roman figures or other forms of number system?
Yeah, you can do whatever you like. This one, the ordered list, right? You mean the ordered list?
Yes, the other list.
So the ordered list, I haven't, let me, which one do you like to use?
Yeah, look, I'm talking of Roman numbering system. Roman numbering system, like I, people high. Does it come like that too?
Okay, let's check and see if we can actually use that. All right.
I want to be sure if maybe it's the dots that matter. Dots after the figure that makes it a number list or something. That's what I want to be sure.
This is how we do this, right? I forgot this one.
Exactly.
Okay, so we can do this third, something like this, and you can, do this. So you can see this one, it doesn't actually, let me think. So we have what we call flavor of Markdown. So I don't know if Markdown GitHub support this flavor. So we can see here, this one, when I type the first one here, for example, first, you can see it doesn't put like the next list. But when I have this first, it put me the next list. So what you can do, instead, before you ask me, let's say we can say GitHub Markdown Roman numbers. Okay, Markdown support ordered numbers, lettered or Roman numbers. Okay, this is important. Okay, so yeah, so you can see like it support that one as well. Let's see. So we can see that actually what is supporting is basically using the numbers. Here you cannot do that, but let's figure there. So what we can do, as I said previously, I was telling you, is that for me, for example, I cannot know everything. The best thing you can do is go to internet, type that thing and try to find out, right? So that's it. So we can see here what this says, Markdown support ordered. You can use number, lettered, Roman number. So all this one, you can use them. Number list showing Roman numerals instead of numbers. So you can see this one as well. The output is this. Why is this happening? Is this happening? All right. So yeah, of course, you can use that one. You can use even letters. You can use Roman numerals. But as we can see here in an example here, let's also see A. For example, let me say A, if it can work. 1. So it's also no change. So what the best thing is I think you can do is to use maybe CS to create a list. So you can embed CSC in CS in your Markdown as well, but we are not going further. So for you to create a list, maybe you can do this if you like. And then if you want to do that, this one can do. So you can see you can create a list, something like that. All right. So
sorry, I have a question.
Hello.
I believe we are learning this for the sake of both GitHub and Jupyter, which we are going to use eventually.
Yes.
But one of the challenges I do observe from Jupyter is sometimes when you type, for example, you say ordered list, and then when you click enter and write this one, it will go and appear on the same line. I don't know if you understand.
Tomorrow we are going to do Jupyter list. Maybe you can ask this question, then we can be able to do that. Yeah. So tomorrow we are going to do Jupyter list. Jupyter. We'll be able to handle those questions.
Okay. Sorry, just a quick one.
Yes. Okay. Go on.
I was just trying to make this list, but it happens that it's appearing, horizontally. after I have committed it. So maybe I don't know whether I'm missing something.
Okay. Which list?
Like the one you have just done here. So I have tried to do that.
Which one? With A, something like this?
Yes, like that. Exactly.
Okay. So let me also well, what am I sharing though? Okay, just give me a second, please. Give me a second. Let me. Oh, we are already 50 minutes. So let me make sure that I move faster. Okay, so for some of us, they were using lists in this one here. You know, can you see my Jupyter, my Mac VS Code?
Yes, we can see, sir.
So don't be confused, people. We'll be using VS Code, for example, to do other stuff. So somebody was telling us he has some issue. So when I have one, you can see here, it just tell me 2. You can just tell me 3, right? So you can use this, and you can see here is Markdown. So here I choose Markdown, and when I check yes, you can see I have a list, right? So let me say create a list, create a Markdown list using Roman numerals. Change this one to Markdown. So this is yep. Okay, so you can see here I create a list, and then yes, because this is a list, when I type this is Markdown. Not going to do that. So you can see I have a list. I'm wondering why this is not running. Anyway. Yeah. So you can see here you have your list, which is this, and somebody may be wondering, what am I doing here? So this is an extension. We'll discuss this more. This is an extension called GitHub Copilot that allow you to create code automatically. For example, I can use a generic create a code to train machine learning for classification using SVM. So you can see this will just create you a code, you know, machine learning code. Look at this. So this one has already created a script for you to automatically create train a machine learning model using, yeah. So just without not distract you, let's move on to what we are doing. Okay, so we understand how to create a list. And the next one is links. So how can you create a link? What is the meaning of link? So we can create a link, for example.
I do have a question.
Okay, go on.
First off, you are not even pointing at those people who have raised hands. Anyway, onto the question. If I want to italicize and bold Nini at the same time, how do I go about that? I want to italicize a write-up, a title, and also bold it.
Okay, so if we want to italicize something at the same time, bold it, so we can come here, italicize. This is, we can bold this one, right? And at the same time, okay, you want to italicize the stuff and at the same time bold it. Is that correct?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so let's see this. So you can see I haven't done that, but I think this will work. So here I bold it. And then this one is meant to italicize, right? This underscore. So let's look at it if it will do. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, so it does. So we can see it bolded and italicized, right? So that's how.
So you just combined the two, asterisk
yes,
and
exactly.
underscore.
Exactly.
All right, thanks.
Okay, let's move on to the next one. We have seen this link. So how can you put link? So what this means is that for you to put a link, let's move faster. Links. So for you to put a link is, you can see here, I need to use square bracket, this square, put the name of what you want to go. For example, I can say Ariwa Data Science, Ariwa Data Science website, right? So you can see square bracket, then you open this. Which bracket is it called? This is called square, right? What about this one? This is called what? Can you help me?
This is called curly bracket.
Yes, curly bracket. Yes, curly bracket. Okay, so you put the link of
curly bracket and parenthesis.
Okay, anyone you call it. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, so you can see here we have Ario Data Science and we have the link here. So let's, commit this one and see what will happen. Now I can see link. So you can see now it becomes a link, right? So when I click this link, it will take me to the Ario Data Science website. That's just it. It's not something difficult. It's not something magic. So that's how
please, can you repeat the procedure again, please?
Okay, you do this. Somehow you do this, the first one. You do this, the second one. We know what this is, square bracket and curly bracket, right? You put the text you want to click here, Ariwa Data Science.
That's not curly bracket. It's just parenthesis or bracket.
Square bracket, right? And
the first one. The first one is square bracket.
Anyone is called. Let's move on. Anyone it is called. It's okay.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. So as I said, you have two of these things, this one and this one. Inside the first one is the name of the thing you want to click. Inside the second one is where you want to visit. You want your link. When you click, it goes. So here we said, okay, this is Ario Data Science, the text, and this one is the website of Ario Data Science, right? And when we click, and it took us to the Ario Data Science website, and we commit, and then we click this link, it takes us. So that's how you create a link.
Also, just a second, do you just copy paste the link from the website into that bracket?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Okay.
Of course, you can type Google. So I just copy and paste it. So you can type www.
Oh, I thought you were actually creating a link.
No, www.
Okay.
What I mean, this is where you want your link when you click to go. If I wanted the website to go to Google, I can just type that. So you can see here.
Okay.
Yes. So when I click this one, it will take me to Google. So something like that, right? So that link is not correct because I didn't use TTP and other stuff. So yeah. So I use the because you can see that it's HTTPS, right? So that's it. So let's go on to the next one, image. How can I insert image in my repository? The same thing, but what you can do is for you to insert image in your, let's see, image, how we can use image is this. The first thing, if you want to insert image, is to do this. Type this. This is called what? Okay, people, English people, what is this called?
Exclamation?
Okay.
Exclamation mark.
Okay, you put exclamation mark, right? So when you put exclamation mark, you put this one. The same thing we use for the, and you put this one. Here you put the name, the name of the image, if you like, GitHub logo, for example. And then here you put the link of the image you want to put. If it is something in your computer, you can type the image, the path for the image. We don't have now to go through this one. But if you have, let me show that example in our VS Code, for example. Where did I? Okay, yeah. So for example, if I want to type image, I can go here and put this, and then if I have, if I have some image, yeah, I have image here, Kwanda. Okay, let me copy that. So what you can do is type the image, path for the image. When you type the path for the image, you'll be able to see I'm showing up VS Code, and this is something that we have not, we will do tomorrow. So maybe it will be confusing and showing other people VS Code and other stuff. DHH, bad pattern, GitHub, it's happening. Pattern VFX. I'm not sure what is happening here in this code. Okay, let me share something again, something that I can show much later. Give me a second again. Maybe my details. Okay, just bear with me. I will come back to this. I want to move faster because it's taking much time. I'll come back to image so that we can see how we can do it. So we have another one called, highlighting, right? If you want to highlight something, you use backtick. So what this means is that you can see this text is highlighted. Can you see that? This text is highlighted, right? And this is Python script. So how can you do that? For us to do highlighting, this is called, you can see code and syntax highlighting. For us to do it, I can come here, I say code and syntax. Okay, you use this double backtick. Can we, this is called backtick. Backtick. Can you see that? Backtick. Now, if I put print hello, and this is Python, what I can do, I say, okay, this is Python script. You use this Python backtick. Can you see backtick? Put code inside code. If it is Python code, put it inside. And now write the name of the programming language. Because it's Python, I write this. This will highlight my code here. Let's look at what happens. You can see this is highlighted. You can see it put it. So this is what we call code and syntax highlighting. It just highlight because it separates the normal text with any other one. You can also highlight something like in command, for example, git clone, for example, link of website, for example, link of website, link of repository. So here you can type instead of Python, because this is not Python, git clone is in bash, instead you can write bash. It means this is something in terminal. So if anything is in terminal, we'll call it bash. So when I, push this one, it will also highlight this one and make it like, so you can see also this one highlight this one. So this is what we call code and syntax highlighting. So let me quickly move into the table. How can we write tables in Markdown, right? How can we write table? You can see this is a table. And of course, if you look at our area data science repository, this one, look at this. We have these tables. You see we have table? You see we have table, right? We have table.
Guys, mute your mics. Damn.
Yes, yeah, okay, I can see chat. Sir, you are very fast. Oh, sorry, I'm very fast. Okay, somebody is saying I can preview. Yes, I can preview. Okay. Okay. Somebody is telling us square bracket. Yes, square bracket, curly bracket, and parentheses. That's right. Thank you for reminding us. Okay, okay. So you can see we have table here, right? Yeah, I'm moving fast. Remind me so that I can speak slower. So you can, this is a table, right? But how can you write table in Markdown? That's the question. Because we'll be writing tables and to show us, how can we do that? So let's look at how we can do this stuff, right? So yeah, thank you for that person. He was reminding me that we didn't need to commit. We can preview. So you can see here, you can preview your changes, and then you can come back to edit. You can preview. Yeah, edit, preview. So thank you for reminding us how we can do that. So let's learn how we can write tables in Markdown. So for you to write tables in Markdown, we use two things. We use this pipe. This is called pipe, and we use dash. Pipe and dash. That's what we use to write tables in Markdown. So let me just show us how we can create a table. So can you see this dash? This is called pipe. Can you see this dash dash? Can you see another pipe? This means I'm creating a table with 3 columns. Creating a table with 3 columns. If I come back here, let's look at this one preview. You can see this one here. It's just the table, the headers, right? With the name, role, department, but without content, right? Let's go back to edit. You can see here, role, department, and this is just dash dash. But what if I want to create the content? I can copy this one, the same thing, because it's the same. No, this one. I can do this. Can you see that? I can type, okay, Shamsuddin, right? And now I can come here and type this one. Can you see it's something close here? I can type Hassan. Then I can come here and put this pipe, Muhammad. Right? I can come here and type another pipe, which is clothing. I can type another pipe, Bashir Usman. I can come here. Another pipe, Bashir Dalhatu. You can see this one, Usman. Come here. So this means I have 2 rows. Can you see that? I have 2. How many rows? 2. Let me preview it. You can see I have 2 rows, right? This is how to create a table in Markdown. If you want another table row, you can add it. Does that make sense? Any question with table?
Yes, sir. My concern here is that, does it mean that the number of dash that you put, that's the length, does it have a specific length, or it will just be based on
okay, good question. So let's remove this one. Let me allow this dash to be 2 in all of these 2 dashes. Let me put 2 dashes. Can you see that? I remove this one, I put 2 dashes. 2 dashes, right? So let's preview. Look at it. Can you see that? I have 2 dashes. The issue is this. When you put many dashes, for example, like that, and you put, dashes, make sure that also the dashes you put are the same. The number of dashes, for example, here I have, let's see this. Here I put 3, here I put 4, here I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me preview. You can see that. You can see this one, how many dashes I have, how many dashes I have, how many dashes I have. Let me go to the last one, department. Let me, for example, the first one, name. Let me go for the first one. Let me have 2 dashes, and I have Shamsuddin, Hassan, Muhammad. You can see that the table, the structure of the table is not that pretty. If you put something, not that, look at it, it expand. So it doesn't matter how many dashes, but the issue is we write, the dashes that so that we have enough space, so that we have enough space, and our writing looks better, that we will understand. So you can do, as I said, you can do many dashes, but we want to put it something even your head will understand what you are doing. So you can see if you put it here like this, you have something, you are understanding. But when you have something that is not equivalent, or something not structure, you find it difficult to get, understand where you are. So if you have something like this, or nearly like this, then it's easy for you to remember, okay, I'm in row 2 and whatsoever. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So you can see if I can do something like this and align it here just for ourselves. So here I can understand, yes, this is where I am, and this is what I'm doing, and other stuff. Yes, James.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay, go on.
I am having a problem finding that pipe on my keyboard, honestly. I don't know where to find that tool.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry.
So let's ask Google. Find pipe on my keyboard.
The keyboard may vary, so she can look up her keyboard. Keyboards may vary.
So me, I'm using Mac. So okay, look at this one. Can you see this one? This is it here. If you have this one, I'm using Mac, so I don't know in Windows. I'm afraid, sorry. You can use it. You can see it here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll find it.
Yeah. Also in here, this is it. I think this one here. Yeah. Type a keyboard. Type ask the Google. I think Google can be able to answer this question.
I am using that, but then the table is not coming out as a table. It's just coming out as dashes and pipes. Oh my God.
So for example, on my
Use
Mac,
the shift key on your /.
No, I think the problem is that the keyboard she is that is physically on the computer is different from the keyboard that the computer is recognizing. It could be that her keyboard is UK and the program is US. It will have to.
So what we can do is, if anyone has a Windows system, just try it and type in the chat what you use to find the yeah. Let's move on. Type in the chat what you use to find the pipe.
Sir,
yes.
Sir, please, I want to say something. It seems I couldn't understand the assignment that was given because I already submitted.
No, Williams, stop with the assignment. We are not talking about assignment. You can talk about
yes, sir. I know, sir. What I mean is that now I'm using these things that you are saying under all those things. So I don't know if I preview it, the assignment used to appear. So I don't know whether I need to delete all the assignment and then refresh my page so that it will only be a blank space that I need to be using for this class in particular.
Actually, so just wait after the class. I will respond to your question. Wait after the class. I will wait and answer your question. But I want to move on now. So upload the class. So we have also list. Task list.
Sorry, sir. Please, a brief one. Respecting the tables you just created. Is it possible to have 2 merge rows or 2 merge columns, like we could do in Excel, where we could merge 2 columns?
Yeah. You can do that. But here we are just giving the basics. Try to find out after the session, like how you can. We are just giving the basic. If we want to give the full complete of everything, it will take us forever to complete this class. So yeah, you can do that. Yeah, thank you very much. You can find out. But we're giving the basic now. The next one is tax list. So you can use you can use lists. You can use something like this. You can see this. You can see this. I believe you understand what this is. And here you can see I put. Okay. This is open bracket and close, and I put space here. Let's look at what will happen now. Look at it. Can you see? Can you see the list? Now, when I edit this one, I put X inside. Can you see X? X inside and preview. This is what will happen. Can you see? This is ticked. It means it's finished. So this is something, a list that you can use in a GitHub. Let's move on again. And finally, what I want to show us is horizontal line. If you want to add horizontal line, horizontal line, we use these 3. Can you see 1, 2, 3? When I have 1, 2, 3, what will happen? Or I can use star 1, 2, 3. 3 stars. Let's look at what happened. Can you see we have horizontal line? So if you want to have horizontal line, you use this stuff. For example, if you go to our RADS, you'll be able to see that we have these horizontal lines. Can you see horizontal line? Can you see horizontal line? Can you see horizontal line? So that's how you create a horizontal line. You just need to use this dash and other stuff. For those of us that are asking, how can we use, how can I use something, to match table and then learn more? There are resources here that we already put. Markdown cheat sheet. If you want to learn more about Markdown, come here. You can learn a lot. Not only this one, there is something here also. The only Markdown cheat sheet you need. This is something you can click and also learn many other stuff. How you can write paragraphs, heading, block code, links code, lists, many things I explain here. The next one is Markdown in Visual Studio Code. So how can you use Markdown in Visual Studio Code? This is something that we'll do tomorrow, but I started giving you an example. We can use Markdown here in Visual Studio, but don't worry about that. We'll discuss that more. So I think we already have time that, the time has already moved, but I intended for us to do today to also go and do what is called how to customize your GitHub profile. But hopefully tomorrow we can do that GitHub profile customization. What do I mean by that? So if you come to my profile here, your profile, you see my profile here. I added something, stuff like that. But we have a best way. Mine is not well customized profile. But what we want to do is we want you to customize your GitHub profile. And before you do that, you need to learn how to use Markdown. So tomorrow we are going to have Lukman to take us through how we can customize our GitHub profile. You know, before that, you can watch the recordings of GitHub profile customization. This is the slide, I think. You can crafting your GitHub profile. Can you see it? Crafting your GitHub profile. So this is Lukman that will take us through tomorrow how you can do that. Let me show you one of the example of GitHub profile. Okay, this is an example of many. Okay, yeah. So there is no example here in the slide, but I believe tomorrow you'll be. But you can go through, you know, to see how you can do that. But also we have the recordings for the last year. You can watch the recording on how you can customize your GitHub profile. Yeah. Yeah, do watch these recordings and also try to customize your GitHub profile. If you have any question, drop it in the chat, in the Telegram. Also, we will be able to answer tomorrow more questions. All right. I think we'll stop here. It's already on top of the hour. Thank you for joining. And yes, go on.
So can I ask my question now?
Yes, sir, you can. So for anyone that's joined, you can leave. But anyone with question, you can stay and ask your question. Yeah.
Okay, sir. So my question is regarding the assignment that was sent to us via email. After I created my GitHub profile and also my Medium profile, I followed the assignment where we are asked to write about what we have learned so far and also the challenges we have faced. So upon doing that, I also went back to my GitHub and created a file in my repository, a document titled Python Code 3.0 Fellowship. And then I wrote all what I have learned so far, just like I did on Medium account. And then now I saw that you are saying like we just need to create the repository with a title Python 3.0 and also create README. So that means there's no need for me to write all those things that I have wrote regarding what I have learned and also the challenges I have faced. So that is the question.
Okay, so let me share my screen again.
Me.
Okay, let me share my screen again, but I cannot see. I don't know. I don't know what is happening, but anyway, let me share my screen. So if you go to RODS, this is the RODS website, and this is our assignment. The first thing assignment is this: creating Medium blog post. We itemize this. When you create your Medium blog post, what you need to do is just to go and put the link of your Medium profile in the Google form we provided. That's all. You finish with your Medium blog post, what your experience all about. Have you done that or you have not?
Yes, sir. I have did that, sir. I have did that.
Okay, good. Then the second assignment is this: GitHub fundamentals. This is the assignment. You create the assignment, do whatever is said here in this assignment. When you finish, write the link of your GitHub profile on the form we ask you. When you do that, that is all. Have you done that?
Yes, sir. I have done that, sir.
Okay. Now, what is your question? You have done your Medium blog post and you write on the form we provided. You have done your GitHub and you write on the form you provided. Now, that's all is needed for the assignment. But what is your question right now? What is the confusion?
Sir, I received another email saying that I need to create a repository and write
this is
Python.
No. This is all you need. Whatever you see, this is the assignment. What I told you, this is only the assignment. anything that is not on this GitHub repository, that's not the assignment. Follow these, the email they are sending you is just to tell you to follow this guide. Follow the assignment in this one and write, submit it in the form you are provided. That's all.
Okay.
Yes.
So then that means I followed the email without coming back here to confirm the listing. But I think the email I received from Bala Abdul Jalil, it told me to create a repository with Python called 3.0 fellowship.
I said, follow this in the assignment here. I said, follow the assignment here. Do what is here and submit on the form. Maybe there's some confusion in the email.
Okay. I've already done that, sir.
If you don't, then you are good. If you don't, then you are good.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Anyone with question?
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, so somebody is asking, can we create 2 README in one repository? No, you only can have only one README in your repository. You can only have one README in your repository. But you can have multiple Markdown documents in a single repository. What I mean by this, you can have multiple Markdown. So for example, this is my README, but I can come here to the repository and create many files. So you can see this is a README. So the README is something that you will only see on the main, repository. So, but I can create many files. For example, I can go to here, add file. Can you see that? Add file. I can say create new file. I can say example, and then I can say dot example dot md, meaning dot markdown, example dot md. So I can say commit. Can you see that? So that means you create another file. Can you see example.md? But whatsoever you write in this example.md will not be shown in your main repository. This is second md markdown file, something like this. So when I commit, you will not be able to see it. Can you see that? This is the README. The README file is the standard file that whatever you write, you will be able to see at the main page of your GitHub repository. Any file that you have, even if you have 1 million files, they will not be shown here. But you can click on them so that you can see their content. README is the main default page that you will see on your GitHub profile. Yeah. Okay. Any question again?
Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, alaikum assalam.
Okay, so I've submitted the assignment. I submitted my Medium profile link with the GitHub, but I still don't understand the GitHub assignment. What are we to do concerning the GitHub account?
Okay, good question. Yeah, good question. Okay. So let's go to the GitHub fundamentals. So this is the assignment. The goal of this assignment is to get familiar using GitHub. That is it. The first one is create your GitHub profile, create account. If you have done, you are good. The second thing is set up Git on your local computer. This is a step. The third is create a new repository on your GitHub profile. Name it, give it a name, any name you like, whether Ario Data Science Fellowship 3.0 or something like that. When you create this GitHub repository, have you done that?
No, I'm still on it. I'm still doing that.
Oh, you have not done that, then you are saying you don't know. So this is the step you need to follow to do the assignment. You create the repository, then you need to clone the repository. What do you mean by clone? We did this last week, how you can clone repository. This is a step. When you clone the repository, edit the README, add a brief description what the repository is about, your name and short bio, right? That is the README. Then you also, because you edit the README, you need to edit, commit and push, that is committing, what I showed,
Okay.
And then push your changes and other stuff. So this is something that we did last week in our session. And we added something like creating a branch, which we didn't show, but we asked you to learn more to find out how to do that. So if you have any question to do that. So this is this step from step 7 to step 10. We haven't shown it in the class, but we asked you to do. The purpose is for you to explore, to see how you can do that. Also, we have another one, which is fork GitHub fork. What this means is that if you have a GitHub repository, if I have an account, a GitHub account, and this is RO Data Science, and you want to bring the whole repository into your GitHub account, you do what we call fork. Can you see that? Fork, it means when you fork this, you clone it, you bring it into your... Yes, go on. So we also give this one. So this is something we haven't also shown how to fork GitHub repository in the last week, but we encourage you to explore further. We gave resources, for example, on how to learn more about Git, so you can. So, but this is optional, and the fork, we will show that how to fork repository, but it's something to keep you busy on how to do that. If you don't know how to do that, go to GitHub, Google, go to YouTube, and learn more how to do this.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
No, just raise up your hand so that I can call your name if you have questions.
Sir,
Raise up.
raising up my hand.
Okay, Muhammad Al Amin. Muhammad Al Amin.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, afternoon.
During the first week, I told you about that we are writing exams and all. So now we are almost done with our exams, and I've not been able to follow through the classes, but I've been watching the videos on YouTube. So the other day they sent a sheet on Google on this thing. I've been receiving all of the emails from the group and all, but now I can't see my name on that sheet. That's my problem, sir. But I've been submitting assignments, I've been receiving emails and everything, but I can't see my name on that spreadsheet that they sent.
Where have you been submitting the assignment?
So, you gave us only one assignment, so I will submit it on GitHub. I've submitted it, and I've submitted my my link, Medium link, both I've submitted on the Google form. But my name is not on that sheet that they sent on November 4th.
Okay, you can send an email in our so you came late. We open our list, people complain and we updated it, but we cannot keep our list like till the end. So what we can do is if you have any issue, send us an email, and then we'll be able to do that. Yes. Confidence.
Okay, sir. Is concerning the assignment, bro, I've already dropped my GitHub link and video. But what I saw for my name is create a GitHub repository labeled Core 3.0 Python Programming Fellowship.
It's okay. The name of the repository is material. The name of the material is immaterial.
Okay.
You can create any one you like.
Okay.
The purpose for that is just to show you, to show us like you have the experience to do that. So we'll follow you with more details. But now, even the name of the repository you created is your name. That's fine. We will come to more about something structured. But this is just for you to learn how to do this stuff. Fortune, Richman.
Okay, sir. Good afternoon, sir. So I wanted to know if you take out time to show us the assignment. I mean, the part we couldn't do or the part we didn't understand.
Right. For the GitHub, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So we will have the session, maybe one of the session, and we can go through the GitHub. But everyone, make sure that you watch our previous sessions, what we do on Git clone and other stuff. If you don't understand those stuff, you will be, you may not literally understand the process. But yeah, we'll also come back to just right now to do that, but we'll definitely come back to show you how to do those stuff.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Nazir Sani. Yes. Nazir Sani, unmute yourself.
Question is it's regarding the second assignment, which is the GitHub assignment. I learned that we have submitted the link to our Medium first, right? And we have also submitted the link to the profile of our GitHub and the profile of our Medium. But the second assignment of GitHub, once the objective of the assignment is met, do you need to submit anything just like we have submitted the other links to the other assignments?
We have only two assignments, the Medium and GitHub.
Okay. Like, I expected to submit the link to our Medium first, right?
So we have only two assignments. Create a Medium blog post and create a GitHub account and follow those stuff process that we asked. And just put your GitHub link and Medium link. That's all.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Zainab Aliyu.
Yeah, when they na makali nake mai da ni ba.
Zainab Aliyu, unmute yourself.
Okay, so I think I'm just asking almost the same question with Nazir, but I want to understand, is it for every assignment that we have to submit our GitHub link again?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. So this assignment is just for you to learn the process on how to create GitHub profile, how to push, how to commit, just for you to know to create that. Now, when we started doing Python, we will create a separate repository for Python and also for the assignments. So this is for you to practice to know how to do that. But when we come for the next week, we'll give you a separate instructions how you can create your GitHub repository for submitting assignments. But this one is just for you to explore, to find out, to make sure that you learn how to create the repository, how to push something, how to do whatever. From the next week, we will give you separate instructions where you will be pushing your assignment every day, every week when you do that. So make sure that you follow the pipeline to understand how you can do that. Yes, Haji Sese.
Yeah, and so
yes.
I have a second question, though is not a question, but it's an issue I'm having installing the Windows subsystem for Linux. I have a VMware already installed on my system. So when I searched online, it told me that I cannot have WSL and VMware at the same time. So I have to either temporarily disable VMware because I cannot have the site visit hypervisor or something at the same time. So, but I don't know how to temporarily disable it without uninstalling it. But I'm using it, so I don't want to completely uninstall the VMware.
Yeah, actually, to answer your question, I don't know because literally I don't know Windows. So you're using Windows. I literally don't know anything now about Windows systems. I only use Mac and Linux. So had it been Falalu is here, he would have been able to support. But maybe I can ask him, tomorrow to come up to the session and be able to answer. But I'm afraid I don't know how to use Windows. Yeah, but type your question in the Telegram.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
And type your question in the Telegram, and I will ask Falalu to respond to that.
I'm sorry, sir. Can she repeat the question?
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, we have Aminu Hamza, one of our mentor can answer. Can you repeat the question, Zainab?
Okay, so I was trying to install WSL, but when I go to my turn on features, Windows features, I don't see the Windows subsystem for me to turn on. But when I go to my command prompt WSL install, it doesn't show anything. But when I type WSL only, it shows like a confirmation that maybe it is there. So when
Okay,
I searched on my
yeah, all right, I got the
Yes,
question.
when I
So there is something that you need to download from the Microsoft. So I will share that with you on the Telegram channel, inshallah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what we
yeah.
can do also, you can attend our RODS clinic. I believe Aminu will also be one of the persons who lead tomorrow, for example, maybe tomorrow. So we will have an hour where our mentors will join, and if you have any issue, you can share your screen, and they will be able to help you. So maybe tomorrow also you can do that. Alhaji Sise.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. For the assignment, I've been using VS Code terminal instead
Good
of
one.
my
Okay.
yes to do my assignment. So I don't know if I'm on the right track, but let me just use the command prompt.
Yeah,
Because
you are good. That is also good. Everyone will need to move to VS Code terminal. That's the perfect things to do.
Okay, I just want to confirm. Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Saad Yusuf.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. So my question is around the Medium. We created the account and we share the link. The concern is, I think there is a request to be writing what we have learned every week, the progress of our learning in the Medium. So are we writing that in the Medium or in the GitHub? And if
So
it's a
sorry.
medium, can we have some brief explanation on how to do that before the clinic? So that's my question.
Brief explanation before what?
Before the clinic session on how to use the medium. If we are writing the progress of what we have learned every week in the medium, because there is instruction to be writing what you have learned every week. So are we using the medium to do that? If that, can you give us brief guide on how to do that before the clinic session? That's my question.
So maybe you have missed one of our. Okay, let me share something. So maybe you have missed this. So we have a full session called blogging using Medium. Blogging using Medium, right? If you watch this is recording on how to use a Medium blog post, why do you need it, and whatsoever. So this is a session Lukman did last year, but we don't have time to do it again. We asked you to watch the recording. Have you watched this recording and also followed this article? Have you done so?
No, sir.
Okay, so what you need to do first, please and please, for all the fellows, this is the gold standard. Anything you want to ask, make sure you follow everything is here. Because when you miss some stuff here, we have it here, you will come and ask question. It will be better to check here. So the answer is please watch this recording and read this article. We explicitly stated and discuss on how we can use Medium blog post. So this will help you.
Thank you, sir. I will do that.
Yeah, thank you very much. Amina Aminu.
Yes, sir. My question is also on the WSL. So I don't know, why do we necessarily need to have the WSL? Can we just?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good question. So as I keep saying, I'm no Windows either, but our fellows here, I have Lukman here, I have Amin Nababa, they are Windows people. So I think the problem is the Windows terminal is not something that supports some commands, I think, in Linux based. So that's why to have smooth experience with terminals, people, if you are using Windows, you need to use WSL or something like that. To be candid, I literally know nothing about Windows subsystem and other stuff. But if Lukman here can explain, or Amino, there are some mentors. If any one of you guys using Windows, you can chime in. I don't know anything about that, sorry. And also Falalu is not here. But we have Aliyu Maazu. Ali Lawal Maazu is our mentor, right?
Thank you.
Ali Lawal Maazu. Is it one of our mentors that I know? Ali Lawal Maazu.
Okay, well, if he's not around, let me answer the question. Well, WSL, so Windows, Linux subsystem is that, command prompt usually didn't accept the command we are usually typing, So that is why we are using WSL for us to have, the commands executed in our computers. Sometimes if you write command of, Linux command in the command prompt, it will show you didn't recognize the command. For example, if you say pwd or list or something like that, so the command prompt will show you that it's an error. It didn't recognize the code. But with WSL, you can utilize such code and you can have the easy access with your terminal. That's how it is.
Yeah. So
okay. So I'm sorry, sir. Please, can you shed more, because I've been using my command prompts for the minor commands I'm using now, and I've not been having that error. So do I need to download WSL, or I should just leave it? I don't know.
Well, I think if you are using your as you said, some commands are specific to Linux-based commands that cannot run on command prompt on Windows. But if you want to have smooth experience like many other people do in Linux, you can have that one. But if you are fine working with your own terminal, it's okay, then you can continue with that.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yeah, let's go to the next one. Nana Jueria.
Okay, my next question is about the data science clinic. I don't understand much about it.
Oh, okay. So what we mean by clinic is if you have any issue or question regarding installation, other stuff, join us so that we can answer your question. It will be like 1 hour every day from now on till next week. It's meant to, respond to questions. Many people, for example, many people now asking, I have issue installation and other stuff. So it will be like an hour chat with any fellow that has issue so that we'll be able to answer his question before we dive in and start doing the Python so that we make sure that everyone has his installation, everything looks good.
Is there a time?
Oh yeah, we will send an email today about in the Telegram so that we will start from tomorrow so that people will have the idea. So we'll discuss with our mentors to make sure that the time align with them that they are free.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, Cop Gabriel.
Yes, some mine is an observation, especially on the Telegram group. I have observed that sometimes materials are posted there, but the student again post comment and all of that, and it clusters everything. So maybe if there's a way that there will be specific groups that materials, for example, recordings, you want to go over some of the recordings now, you have to search all through the messages before you go and get it. So if there's a way we can restrict.
Yeah, okay, thank you for that. So if you look at we have announcement channel. So announcement channel, we share something, whether material or recordings, but I think we can also have the recording channels. But if you go to our, okay, let me show this. If you go to our page, for example, here, we have playlist, Python programming YouTube playlist. So when you click this playlist, it will take you to all the recordings we have for this course. Oh, this is not going. Oh, okay, maybe I have not put it, right? Maybe I have not put it, but I will update that one. For example, when we go to our channel, our data science, and you go to playlist, this is core 3. So core 3, these are all the session we have in core 3. You can see them. You can follow everything. So yes, of course, thank you for the observation. We can have a channel where we have recordings shared, and also the material. But as I said, our GitHub repository is everything is there. Wherever you want to go, whatever any information you want to find out, go there. Any question? James, William?
Yes, thank you, sir. I'm sure I've bothered you so many times with my questions, but at least I want to be sure that it's worth the while. I've written mail at first telling that I've not been receiving mails, and I sent a mail to the official email, but I didn't get a response. I heard of a Google form that was filled out. I didn't get to see that form, and I explained earlier that I don't know how to use Telegram. Because of this program, I'm just getting to know about it. So most times I go to different channels under the Arewa Data Science, and I get to see many things, and it's quite confusing at first. But I had to scroll up. Sometimes I may miss some of this information. So I don't know what to do. So I sent a mail, and I keep sending messages, and only few responses, which are not so coherent. I believe maybe it's from other cohort. So I don't know if there's a way to assess.
So the first thing is send an email again to the Arewa Data Science. That is number one. And we'll check if you have been admitted or not. If you apply, because some people are just joining and they are saying their name is not there, it means they have not been admitted. That is number one. Number two, try to learn the Telegram. This is something challenge for you. We learn, we grow and learn from challenges we encountered. This doesn't mean like if you don't know how to use Telegram, you not be able to use this program, because this is the main channel we communicate with teams and other stuff. So it may take you some time to learn. It's okay if now you feel like overwhelmed, like you don't actually get information that you like and you want to find out. But as time goes on, you become more familiar with that. So if you want to see an update, we have a channel called announcement. That's where we release update. And we have a channel for RODS 3.0. That channel is meant for all the team members to chat about the fellowship, any question there. we have a chat called a channel called Medium and GitHub where you share a GitHub. So these 3 channels, the announcement, the Cohort 3.0, the where you can share Medium, this is where you'll be finding more information. So please bear with us, you know, as we navigate through this journey with your colleagues. Hopefully, it will become more easier to you. But the first thing is send an email.
Okay, I want to ask, sir. I actually received mail for being admitted into the Cohort 3. So afterwards, I never received any mail.
Yeah, as I said now, send an email again to RODS
Okay.
email. Yes.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah.
Any question again? All right. So thank you very much. I will upload the recordings hopefully today. And if you have any issue, any suggestions, please feel free to do that in the Telegram. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye for now. Ciao, ciao.